Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cashback. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 4 of the Youth Road to Glory series here on FIFA 18. Today is the month of October. We've not as many games this month as we had last month, I don't believe, but it's still a busy month with at least one game a week, if not two. 6 games to be played in the month of October, 3 of which we'll simulate, 3 of which we shall play. I'm going to play the home games, sim the home games and play the away games. Although, that being said, I am going to simulate this game against Grimsby because it's the Checker Trade Trophy and I really don't care for that competition. So I'll play Oxford away, I'll play Northampton away and I'll play Charlton away, and we'll simulate Oxford, Rotherham and Plymouth. Thank you for all of your feedback in the comment section of the last episode with regards the training of the team and how I should be setting up. The general consensus is that I should, rather than still use the Wimbledon original Wimbledon players until the youth players are good enough to fit into the side and replace who's already there. The general consensus is that I should just be playing those youth players now, regardless of how good they are, regardless of what it does for our results, because the general aim of a series, or the series, is to have the team be youth regens. So, some people have pointed to other YouTuber series where they've simulated the entire first season to get a full youth squad initially. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to start right from the very beginning. That's why we're kind of bleeding players in slowly but surely rather than starting with an entire squad of regens. But that being said, I've brought in Scott here at CDM. We've got McCall on the right hand side, Robinson 48 rated right back, so I've moved Dimitrov to left back. I'm going to cut back on the training. I am still going to continue to train the goalkeeper Bennett until he reaches a similar level to Long, and then we'll probably just let him grow naturally. But we are really unfortunate we're starting off and right that they've picked up long-term injuries early on in the save, because that's really frustrating. But the rest of the youth players, I'm going to genuinely just play them in the first team and see how they get on. It probably won't help us with regards getting promotion this year, but as the top comment on the previous episode said, let me just quickly bring it up in front of me again. It was from my friend Nick, actually, or Flatius, or Flatius. I never know how to pronounce his bloody username. I apologise, Nick. But the top comment said, and it had 114 upvotes, just said play the youths. Promotion every year is what every RTG does. By playing the youths, it will extend the series and make it more engaging. Obviously, you guys having more of a connection with all of the youth players that come through, and the fact that I wouldn't get promotion every single year and be super successful is why you guys are enjoying the Southampton series so much, because I'm not overachieving all the time. So that being said, I'm gonna do exactly what Nick and a number of other people said, and in fact the second highest rated comment on that series, or on that episode, sorry, was play all the youth players in the starting 11. That's the point of the series, and that had 112 thumbs up. So what we shall do is play all of the kids, regardless of what it does for our on-field activities. The main aim to start off with is getting the youth players in the side and having them play and having them grow. If we get relegated to League 2, so be it. I'd like to think that won't happen, but we'll have to wait and see. We are mid-table in League 1 at present. We're currently 1-0 down the Checker Trade Trophy, but as I mentioned, I don't care for this competition, so I don't mind if I go out. Unfortunately for me, we have gone 2-0 down though, but again, not really too fussed about that, to be completely honest. McCall has been taken off and Trotter has come on. This is weird because McCall's playing wide right and Trotter is a centre mid, but sometimes the CPU makes strange decisions you don't necessarily expect it to do. So we will advance now to the game against Oxford. We're currently 15th in League 1, as you can see there on the screen. 13 points picked up so far. I'm going to reject all offers again until we get to January, just because I need squad numbers rather than quality in depth. We just need the numbers at the minute, especially with a couple of injuries sneaking their way in. But currently 15th, 11 games played, so nearly a quarter of the way through the season. And we're 4 points above the drop zone and 6 points away from the playoffs. So it's going to be very, very busy in the mid-table throughout the season. That will continue to be the case. Dimitrov actually is away on international duty right now, which is unfortunate, but we'll put Meads in his place. Other than that, everyone else is fit to play. I'm not really too fussed about the fact that some players aren't necessarily at full 100% fitness. In fact, let's throw Bell in on the right-hand side for McCall for that reason. But other than that, I think everyone's okay to play. And oh yeah, because you only get 5 spots on the bench for the Checker Trade Trophy for some reason. So as a result, it's thrown 2 goalkeepers on the bench there, which is not necessarily what I want. I don't have any other regens that I can throw on the bench right now, so let's just throw Saws on instead, and then swap these 2 guys around, and then those 2 guys around, and we are okay. Right, pushing forward. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Please do continue to give me all of your feedback on how you think the series should be run. And if I agree with anything, then I shall take it into account. If I disagree with anything, then I'll be respectful and perhaps respond to your comment and be like, maybe I won't do that, but for this reason. So do please be vocal in the comment section with how you want this series to go forward, because I've never done a series like this before, and I'm trying to learn my own way rather than watch this person's series and watch that person's series and do what this guy does and do what that guy does. I'm trying to do it myself, you know what I mean? So it feels like my own series rather than just copying what other YouTubers do. So that's the way things are going to work. Let's go and play Oxford in the first game of the episode that I'm actually going to play myself and see if I can avoid defeat. Tiandali to James Henry. Inside there to Alex Mauer. Thomas. Oh, somehow squeezed that into the near post. What a finish. Questions asked to the goalkeeper there. I'm not playing the young youth goalkeeper we've got at the minute because, quite simply, he isn't good enough. And it would desperately negatively affect the way that the team plays if I had such a low-rated goalkeeper, because obviously if he makes a mistake, I concede a goal, and being so low rated and having positioning of still something in the 40s, I'd probably end up conceding 5 or 6 goals a game with a goalkeeper that bad in goal. And considering I'm not that good going forward with this Wimbledon side, I decided that I'd stick with Long in goal until Bennett is, whoa, a little bit higher rated. But for now, seemingly, we are going to have to come from, well, not seemingly, we are going to have to come from behind here against Oxford United. Thomas out to Watanabe, to Alex Mowat, to Thomas again, who's already scored once. James Henry flashes the ball past the side netting and wide, and yet really to cause their keeper any problems in this game. Oxford have been very, very good defensively, and I've not been that good in the build-up either, so case in point. So I'm actually struggling to get myself back into this game right now. Oxford are running things in this first half. Thomas and Watanabe have been tearing me apart, and George Long with a good save to ensure they don't go 2-0 up. I think if they do go 2-0 up, that will be game done and dusted, and we won't be coming back into this one, but there's plenty of time for us to turn it around. James Henry with the corner, whipped in, up we go. Musinho with a header, and there is the second. Great header from the penalty area, from the penalty spot area, and Musinho makes it Oxford 2, Wimbledon 0. Taylor down the line to Bell, looking to get around the outside. He does have good pace, Bell, whilst his technicals aren't necessarily that good at this stage of his career. His physicals are alright. Marlon Taylor through the gap to Kwesi. Oh, it's a good save. That's the best chance we've had of the game so far, to be fair. It was actually quite nicely put together. And we might find ourselves going 3-0 down at the other end on the back of it, but thankfully we haven't. Well inside there to Abdu, looking for Lyle Taylor. Turn the man and try and feed it through for Kwesi again, but it's not worked this time around. 10 minutes into the second half, still 2-0. It's a lovely ball by Mount, looking for James Henry, and that is a superb first-time finish. That's the quality that we yet don't possess here at Wimbledon. Oxford 3, Wimbledon 0. Square that cross there to Meads. In nicely to Scott. And Kwesi's there. He's shot the shoulder well. And he's got the turn in too. Kwesi Appiah. Not far away at all from Kwesi. Very nearly getting us back in it at 3-1, but yet to score. Forward to Lyle Taylor. Give that in there to Kwesi. And he spun the defender well. And I could look to play through Lyle Taylor. Oh, he just can't score. I've had 3 good chances now to score in this second half, and I've not been able to take any of them. We could quite easily be level in this game, but we are still behind. Another nice turn by Kwesi. Abdu's arriving, but I'll shoot with Kwesi and wish immediately that I hadn't. Free kick for Oxford. Alex Mowat to deliver. They've brought on Smith-Brown for Ricardinho. And it's a good flick on by Smith-Brown, who immediately has an impact on the game, but unfortunately for him, can't find the back of the net. 4-0, I think, would flatter Oxford. especially considering how good we've been in the second half. My finishing had been better. Could quite easily have been level in this game. Appiah will look for Andy Bartram, who's just come on here. He had to wait, crucially, for that ball to arrive at his feet. I'm just going to drive across the box here and then maybe fire the shot off at the end of the run, but nowhere near good enough. Meads into Abdu. Across there to McCall. Nice turn. Wasn't actually as nice a turn as I was hoping it was going to be, but Lyle Taylor's made a good run. I think he's onside, just. Indeed he was. Finishes it at the near post. We have one back. Will at least help our goal difference, but unfortunately not going to help us get a result from the game. I do deserve to at least be on the score sheet for the sheer number of chances I created in this second half, but I don't think on the basis of overall play I deserve to get anything from it. A 3-1 defeat away from home at the Kassam Stadium. I think it's still called the Kassam. It might not be now. They might have had a sponsorship deal. But you can see only one less chance created. We had a similar amount of shots on target. I just wasn't able to be quite as clinical. Up next, Northampton away. We have McCall back on the right-hand side and Dimitrov back at left-back. Other than that, the side looks very similar to the one that played against Oxford and lost. Hopefully this time around, better luck. McCall. Quizzy. Lyle Taylor's drifted a long way wide. Oh, Quizzy's stolen that off the defender there, and Lyle Taylor could look to bend this home. Good save by O'Donnell, and kept in by, well, denying me a corner by Maloney. Didn't necessarily keep it in because he smacked it straight out of play for a throw-in, and then Harry Forrester delayed in putting his cross in, and unfortunately Northampton will break away with it. First signs in this game are that we might be a little bit better. Let's ball into Van Veen. Inside John Joe O'Toole. 4 people around him, and still he's got possession. Back to Paul. Good delivery. Underneath this is Maloney, and I'm 1-0 down. Not tall enough or not strong enough at the back post there, and just dominated in the air. Ball wasn't that dangerous, just floated towards the back post, but he just got caught underneath it there, Dimitrov. See him stumbling as the man at the back post just had too much physical prowess for him, and unfortunately for the keeper, he couldn't reach it. 1-0 Northampton. Abdu to Lyle Taylor. McCall out on the right-hand side. Decent spin. Turn around again. Whoop. Just used the support of Robinson. Scott. Where's he? To Taylor. Could play in Abdu. Could shoot himself. Did so, and it's blocked, but Abdu will get the ball out wide here to McCall. Very narrow the game right now. You can see just so many bodies in the way between me and the goal. But Quezzy's gotten in a good turn. Quezzy Appiah's shot blocked. Feet not quite quick enough to get the shot off before the defender came across. Lyle Taylor takes the corner. Probably shouldn't be taking them with him, and I keep forgetting to change the tactics. Here's McCall. Where to go? All the way out wide here towards Dimitrov. I didn't even see that man stood there. Abdu steps in. I'll get it across here quickly to Quizzy. Another shot blocked. This time I will take Lyle Taylor off the corners, and we'll let Forrester deliver the ball into the box. Harry Forrester will do just that. Abdu's up with the header. No, he's not. Bejarano. Across here. Oh, he just wouldn't quite reach the man, unfortunately. McCall could close down Buchanan, but Northampton are going to get it away. We'll stay 1-0 down for now. Corner for Northampton. Just over half an hour played. Abdu on near post duty, but it's McCall that gets it away. Quezzy trying to get the turn in. Just get the ball under control initially was the first challenge, and he's done that well. Here's McCall. This is good football, but will it lead to anything on the counter-attack? McCall again involved. Kick to Scott. Forward to Quezzy. Got Abdu there. Abdu through the gap. Lyle Taylor is arriving, and I'll look for him. Lyle Taylor hits the post, and we don't equalise. I've not had any luck in front of goal in today's episode to this point. No luck whatsoever. Quezzy will turn, look for Abdu, who again will look for Lyle Taylor, and this time does finish. Oh, I'm playing some nice football. I just haven't yet really, in today's video, had the luck in front of goal. But at least we are level now at last. Nice finish from Lyle there. 1-1. A lovely ball over the top to Ariyibi. First time volley well saved. Northampton looking to just continue to pile on the pressure here at the end of the half, looking to get themselves in the lead again. That header is blocked and then cleared away. Oshilaja with the clearance towards the edge of the box, but as I said in commentary, only a half clearance. Here's Pierre. Good save again by Long. And we will now get it away through Dimitrov. Powell to Van Veen. Right there to Paul. Oh, I read the turn, but I couldn't slow down in time. In there to John Joe O'Toole. Oshilaja just trying to shield it. Oh, not sure where that deflection was going. Out for a corner. Maloney drills it in and... Really? You're going to give a penalty for that? I can't believe he's given a penalty for that. Oh, that has me livid. This is one hell of a run-up from Van Veen. Yeah, I went as far the wrong way as I possibly could have then. Northampton 2, Wimbledon 1. In there to Taylor, turns well. Kwesi, back to Taylor, holding all the defenders off. Oh, struck that very cleanly, and O'Donnell did well to hold on to it. Very nearly an immediate equaliser. We'll try again if Abdu can finally get the ball out of his feet and look for Lyle Taylor a second time. And Lyle in the box, turns inside, and Lyle Taylor, can't score again. Andy Bartram with the throw. Lyle Taylor's come across. And there is Abdu. Kwesi round the corner. Good touch and turn. Kwesi's in the box. Oh, good save. Lyle Taylor with a follow-up off the bar. I could not be more unfortunate to have not equalised. Oh, Abdu will pull this back. Kwesi could yet still give us that second. O'Donnell with another save. Forrester will pick up the loose ball, turn back onto his right foot, look to get the cross in, and Kwesi can't quite get there as O'Donnell slashes it clear. Back to Abdu. There's Kwesi. Turns well. Looks to Lyle Taylor, who also turns well. And I tell you what, I'm getting rather annoyed with O'Donnell right now. I should be 5 or 6-2 up in this game if it weren't for that goalkeeper. Keeps just pulling out save after save after save. Lyle Taylor's been desperately unfortunate. We've hit the post twice, or the post once and the bar once. So the woodwork twice. Soars out to Bell, who's just come on. Touch wasn't the best, but he will look for Kwesi and somehow manage to find him, thanks to Kwesi Appiah rather than the quality of the ball. Can we have a better quality of ball this time? Oh, Kwesi brings it down, and Kwesi Appiah, I think, has had 4 shots in this game blocked by a defender when it was destined to go into the back of the net. Another save from O'Donnell. I could not tell you how I haven't won this game by a margin, other than outstanding goalkeeping and tireless defensive work from Northampton to just throw bodies in front of the man with possession. I deserve to win this by 6 goals. I'm quite looking forward to seeing the overall shot stats, because I think I was in double digits for that game, and I only scored 1 goal. Hit the woodwork twice. Wow, 14 shots, 9 of which were on target. Their goalkeeper made 7 saves, all of which denied me a goal-scoring opportunity with a very good stop, other than that header at the end that was kind of straight at him. Ooh, that's frustrating. It is, but that is the nature, I suppose, of building a team full of youngsters that aren't necessarily good enough for the division that they're in. All we've got to do this year is stay up, and I think it'll be a successful season. We could do with some points against Rotherham. I'm going to simulate Rotherham, and I'm going to simulate... No, we'll play the game against Plymouth, and then we'll simulate the one at the end of the season, at the end of the month. Or was it the other way around? I can't remember. All I can remember is that I'm simulating this one against Rotherham. Right, Rotherham, as you can see here, are literally a point and 2 places above me in the league. So I'm hoping that we can get a win in this one and actually leapfrog a number of teams. At this stage of the season, putting together a run of 2 or 3 good results can really fire you from near the relegation zone to near the playoffs. I'm desperate to put together a run of form. Been very unlucky in a couple of games recently, but Kwesi Appiah gives us a 1-0 lead here after 34 minutes. If we can build on that, that would be great. Whenever I have lost, I haven't tended to get smacked, apart from the game against Blackburn, where they absolutely wiped the floor with me. But if we could pick up a couple of slim victories and maybe the odd bigger victory, then that would be absolutely brilliant. We do get 3 points against Rotherham, and I'd like to think that will vastly help our league position. Actually, it's only taken us up 2 spots, as other results didn't necessarily go our way. But we are now 5 points above the relegation zone, and still 7 points off the playoffs. So it's still extremely close. Now, which one was it I was going to play? I was going to sim Plymouth, wasn't I, and then play Charlton. We will do exactly that. And I won't change a winning side, so we'll just advance the game against Plymouth and then simulate it with the same 11. And in fact, Plymouth are right near us in the league as well at 16th versus 15th now. So if we can get back-to-back wins here against teams that are in and around us in the mid-table, hopefully other results will go our way, unlike the way that they did in that last game. Kwesi again with a goal after 12 minutes this time, an earlier 1-0 lead. Positive. Let's build on that. Although, to be fair, I'd quite happily take a 1-0 win. Into the second half we push. Bartson with a second. Yes. Don't throw this away. Let's get ourselves another 3 points and throw ourselves up the top of the table. Not the top of the table, but nearer the top. Don't even think about it, Plymouth. Thank you. A single goal victory by 2-1. And that moves us up. When we win, everyone else wins as well. We're up to 15th. And we're on 19 points still. Again, people in the relegation zone won. Charlton and Blackpool both on to 14 points. Well, Charlton at least were on 11. And then are up to 14 points. So we're still only 5 points above the relegation zone. And now 5 points off the playoffs. Oh, every time I win, someone else wins as well. We'll continue training the same players for now. And let's head into that final game of the episode. Which was it actually against Charlton? Thinking about it. Was it Charlton? My brain can't remember now. I think it was, wasn't it? And Charlton are the side that we've been looking at there with regards gauging our distance from the relegation zone. So we'll head now into this game against Charlton. And again, I won't change the winning side, but this time I'll actually play with it rather than simulating with it and see if we can get a similar story. Got monthly scouting update first though. Dave Murray I'm going to call up. Logan McLean, I don't know what to do with this kid. 2 months in, 48 to perhaps 60 rated, potential of up to 86, value of 90,000. I will sign him, why not? We'll throw him into the youth setup. A left-sided midfielder here, Dave Robertson, 66 to 84 potential, 60,000. I'm going to say no to him. 42 to 54, I'm going to say no to that guy as well. 72 to 94 for Riley McKenzie looks decent, even though he's only got 60,000 valuation. Because he's only got a lower valuation because his overall is quite low, but he has got potential to do quite well. So I will sign him. 46 to 62 is a definite no. 70 to 94 looks decent from Strachan, so we'll sign him. 55 to 75 I will say no to. 73 to 94. Whoa! Value of £575,000 for Dave Walker. That might be one hell of a player for us in future seasons. We will certainly sign him. Lucas Anderson will do the same. And Angus Reid, I will actually reject him. Now I'm going to actually have a look in my youth setup now and see what that guy was all about. Where were you? Was it Dave Walker? Yes. 575,000 his valuation already. 62 rated at 15 years of age. His physicals aren't that good, but his technicals are already pretty decent for the level that we're playing at. That's probably one of the most exciting prospects we've got. Still looking for Ruben Hara to start improving. He's 16 now. I can promote him. Right, our scout future star is able to come up. Dave Murray, we will also promote into the squad. Riley McKenzie will also promote into the squad. Right, we're having some more players come up now, which means that some of the other real-life players will drop out of the first team side. I'm going to go and actually... no, I said I wanted to play this team against Charlton, so I will do that. But for the next episode, we will throw these new young players, especially Hara, our scout future star, into the starting lineup and onto the bench and see if we can't get some better growth out of them from first team exposure. Reeves on the attack.
Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch.
Nicely done by Oshilaja. Slowing them up. Well, Kashi. Clark. Finish from Billy Clark. Wow. Some of the goals being scored against us in League One, pretty spectacular, aren't they? I thought Oshilaja might just be able to get there, but he's held him off well and has let fly with a ripper into the top left corner. Charlton 1, Wimbledon 0. What a goal. Abdu into Trotter. Trying to spin. He's done well enough to hold off the man, but we'll try and build down this left-hand side. Kwesi will get the ball there. Appiah to Lyle Taylor. Down the line there to Barcham, who will stand it back into the middle, where Lyle Taylor's there to head straight into the waiting arms of Ben Amos. Lyle must do better. Bartram's gone again. Oh, it's a lovely ball through. Andy Bartram across goal was where I intended to go, but straight at the near post is where he kicked it. I keep forgetting to take Lyle Taylor off bloody corners. Harry Forrester will take the set piece. In it comes. Darius Charles is up with a header, but straight at the keeper. Heavy touch by Meads, but luckily his pass does reach Kwesi. Lyle gets it under control. To Kwesi again. Back to Lyle Taylor. Abdu's made a good run. Shame he doesn't actually care about looking to see where the football is, though. Looks like we're going to go down 1-0 at half-time, or go in 1-0 at half-time, but again, we've been decent in this game, but I'm not getting the luck in front of goal. That's a nice ball out wide looking for Zyro. We might not be going in at half-time, 1-0 down. No, it is going to be 1-0 because we'll clear this, and I expect the referee to blow his half-time whistle momentarily. But there might still be time just to send Kwesi away, but the quality of pass from Lyle Taylor is poor, and it will be 1-0 at the break. Kwesi, Abdu looks for Lyle Taylor, finds him. Kwesi's making a run. Just need to hold the ball up. There he is. Kwesi will look for Lyle Taylor again, and this time equalising through Lyle Taylor for the second game in a row that I've played at least. We equalise through Northampton, or at Northampton through Lyle Taylor. Again, Kwesi and Lyle linking up. We haven't yet got any young strikers, do we? It's all been midfielders and defenders. I'm yet to get just an out-and-out striker I can play up top. So hopefully we'll get one soon through the Youth Scouting Academy. But we're back in this one at 1-1, and there's still half an hour to push and try and get a winner. I made a couple of changes, brought on McCall and Dimitrov. McCall immediately involved and trying to drive at the Charlton backline and perhaps give us the opportunity to get that winner. Try and work it back inside and helping on its way there to Taylor. And on this far side is Harry Forrester. Drop the shoulder, look for Lyle Taylor again. Oh! I swear to God I hit the post so much in this series. Lyle Taylor again with a good save from the keeper. What has the boy got to do to score more than 1 or 2 goals in a game? I do not know.
Now this looks promising.
Don't like this. So when I hit the post, I get no luck whatsoever. When they hit the post, whenever I play with this Wimbledon side, I'm not getting any luck. I can't believe I'm 2-1 down in this game as well. I didn't deserve to lose to Northampton, and I genuinely don't think I deserve to lose here against Charlton either. But we might well be doing exactly that. Abdu over the top looking for the runner Harry Forrester, who will get there. I'm going to need some support to arrive though, and it is slowly. Cross comes in. Lyle Taylor underneath it. Yes! Oh, I tell you what, I do like Lyle Taylor. Charlton 2, Wimbledon 2. No less than we deserve from this game. Made a couple more substitutions. A brace from Billy and a brace from Taylor. And it looks like we're going to be sharing the points. Taylor into McCall. Drive around the outside. No. Then look for Kwesi. Go on, Kwesi. Oh, Ben Amos with a great save for the win. For the win! Oh, man. Kwesi, pull that back there to Saws on the edge of the box. Oh, his feet just aren't quite quick enough. McCall to Dimitrov. Back to McCall to Taylor. To Kwesi. No, shoot, Kwesi! I'm trying so desperately hard to shoot. Oh, and then when I do get the shot and it's blocked. Kwesi again, blocked for a second time. Oh, dearie me. Trotter to take the corner. In it comes. That was nowhere near where I aimed that, but never mind. McCall. Back here to Darius Charles. Cross that wide to Harry Forrester. Can I get a cross in? No, he's out-muscled by Cashy, and there's the final whistle. Oh, wow. What an end to a game. Very nearly winning it after equalising late on. Oh, I dominated that game as well. I'm getting closer to winning a number of games with this Wimbledon side when I actually play. But to this point, we have been relying on the simulator games to get more wins. But that's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. Let me just advance quickly into the next month so that the player ratings update. Stoyanov is back from injury, which is good. I'm going to reject another offer here for Sibic. And are we into... No, we're not quite into the next month yet. Let me advance further forward because we might get another scout report, actually. Hopefully we will. Yes, we have. Right, Paul Robinson wants to leave. That's fine. Monthly scouting update. This is from Alexander Eriksson. 71 to 91, a right-sided midfielder. Okay. 50 to 70 is no. 55 to 75 is no. 56 to 76 is no. 74 to 94, decent. We'll sign you. And 57 to 79, I'm going to say no as well. All right. Actually, I had another... Oh, it's not saved it. Never mind. I could just go down here and have a look. So in the Youth Academy currently, we have Sean Cooper, who actually I can call up, and he will be an improvement on the right back I'm currently using. And the other 16-year-olds, or the rest all 50? The rest are all 15. So 52 rated Logan McLean at centre back. All right, physicals already. 15-year-old Harrison Clark as a cam. 15-year-old Marcus Hughes, who looks quick already, which is good. Patrick Strachan, 68 to 88 potential. Good physicals on him as well as a right back. Lucas Anderson, hopefully he can play at centre back because he might be more suited to that. At centre back, on the right hand side of the wing, we have Lucas Anderson, 6'1", and then Dave Walker, our really high potential guy. Very, very excited about his progression. Can't wait to get him involved in the first team. Sean Cooper has accepted the contract, and we will adjust the first team accordingly. I'm going to update my starting 11 and throw as many of the youngsters in as I can. We're up to 15th though, and we are now 6 points clear of the relegation zone and 6 points away from the playoffs. So I still couldn't tell you at all where we'll finish this year, but everyone is growing quite nicely, which is good news. And I will go and have a quick train to end the episode, see if we can get anyone else up another rating, perhaps the young goalkeeper. As soon as he starts getting into the mid-60s, and his positioning starts getting better, then, because his positioning is still only 50, but once he starts getting a little bit better, I will throw him into the starting lineup as well. But for now, that's where we'll end today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too. Please do continue to give me all of your feedback for the series. I'm going to throw all of my youngsters back into the starting 11 and then probably go and record the next episode as well. I'll see you next time.